Alright, YouTube. Oh, the spoilers come on the screen. No, go away. No. Oh, hello. Welcome, YouTube, and the rest of the world that seem to like watching this for some unknown and apparent reason. Welcome, I'm Dan. That over there is Tommy, and him in the background, we don't know who he is. He just turns up. Welcome aboard, Tommy. Welcome to June.
Yeah, we're in June now, Dan. We're going to be kicking off talking about superhero films this month. Justice June, that's what we've called it.
Justice is right.
Yeah, but at least we're starting off with a film that you have seen.
Very rare in this category.
I doubt it'll be the. I doubt we'll find another one throughout this month, but
you ain't going to.
Probably not.
How'd you get on with the challenge I sent you?
Oh,
you don't remember, do you?
No, I've been on holiday, Dan.
Oh, of course you have. Okay. Do you remember
Cut
the challenge
me some
I
slack.
sent you? Do you remember the challenge I sent you?
Yes, I remember the challenges.
Okay, that was a reference to where I went to holiday. That's my really bad Irish accent. Right, do you know the challenge I've set him?
No, I do not.
No? Okay, the producer doesn't know. Does anybody round here remember anything?
Yes, I remember the challenge.
You remember the challenge?
Yeah, I just haven't done it yet.
Do I tell the producer?
Sure, can do. So, for Dan to watch the second Lord of the Rings film, which is what I originally tasked him with, he's tasked me with watching Puss in Boots, the 2011 film.
I sent you another one as well.
And for him to watch Return of the King, which is the last in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, he's tasked me to watch the SpongeBob movie from 2004. So make that what you will.
His unsurprised face.
You trying to torture your friend here?
I am. Am I succeeding?
Yes.
You kidding me? He gets off on that kind of thing.
Exactly.
That's all I do. I just sit here all week waiting. You come in the studio, I just turn around and go, my precious, I'm going to destroy him.
Yeah, and you just think, how am I going to screw him up? You know?
I think you'll agree. Very good.
Get on with it!
I think you will agree, Tommy, that I've stitched you up pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Well and proper. Well and proper.
Anyway, Tommy, what are we reviewing today?
So we are talking about the 2011 superhero film Thor, which you have seen. Am I right, Dan?
I have seen.
Returning to these Phase 1 MCU movies is really a treat, considering how far we have come, through both better and worse since.
Right.
After Iron Man smashed into theatres in 2008, Marvel Studios was wasting no time in getting two more Avengers onto the big screen for 2011 releases, being both Thor and Captain America. Of course, The Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2 were released in 2008 and 2009 respectively, but 2011 was the true year of growth for the MCU. With all the other Avengers being Earthbound, Thor was the biggest risk of them all, as you gotta be careful with how you handle the daft idea of a big muscly blonde dude who flies through space with a magic hammer. But for the most part, they pull it off very well, I think. Wouldn't you agree, Dan?
I would agree. I mean, it is a risky category. This is a film I saw by accident, as you know.
Yeah.
I just happened to like it. I had no idea it was Marvel or anything like that. So.
I mean, it's a silly. It's a very.
Hey, get back in here!
Be away!
It's a very.
I don't trust him. He's gonna jump scare you.
Yeah, very likely.
No, I won't.
Here's Stevie. Anyway.
Don't pee too loudly. We're on air. Thank you.
I'll keep the door open then.
I apologise.
Take a microphone with you.
I apologise to anybody and everybody watching and listening as of now. Thor is a powerful but arrogant prince of the cosmic realm of Asgard. This is the synopsis.
I can hear him. Shut up.
What?
Carry on.
Okay. So the synopsis for the film: Thor is a powerful but arrogant prince of the cosmic realm of Asgard, but his reckless actions plummet his realm and another into chaotic war, and he is banished to our realm, modern-day Earth, as punishment. Through the people he meets whilst on Earth, he must learn what it really means to be a hero. Have you stopped laughing now?
Punishment is right, is what I was going to say. I'm going to get back into this.
Good. Okay.
I want his opinion.
No, we'll get it, don't worry. Kenneth Branagh, known for being a director/actor of various Shakespearean plays and films, is the person chosen to direct this film. You might know Kenneth Branagh because he's also an actor, and he played Gilderoy Lockhart in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh! Hang on. What does he look like?
You know, a blonde hair, middle-aged guy, very proud of himself.
Oh, yes. I know
He
him.
directed Thor. He's
Yes.
also a movie director.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and quite a good one at that. Going
How
by
was your tinkle?
Very nice.
Yeah, it was like Kerrang coming out of there.
Very nice. I'm glad to hear.
Uh-huh.
Did you say Kerrang or Krang?
Kerrang, as in the loud music channel that no one likes.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because Thor, at its core, is about family feuds. The best things in this film that work are the family aspects of it. When it comes to Loki and Thor and that's when the film is at its best on its stride.
I'll give you that. It adds a dimension to it.
I remember seeing this in 2011 and being so impressed with how they took the ideas of Norse mythology as well as Einstein-Rosenbridge theories, then melding them together to explain that science is just magic that we don't understand yet, which I thought was a very original way of doing that.
I agree with that concept in life anyway, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, the story of Thor, I want to ask you this. Was it an original story?
Yeah, well, no, it was a comic that was written like in the 60s by a chap called Stan
I was
Lee.
going to say, because I've seen the Thor hammer reference. I mean, years prior to this film,
Yeah.
only a couple of years prior to this, it made it into a Tomb Raider game.
Yeah,
The whole concept of Thor's hammer and such. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to get onto that in a moment. So.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Nowadays, of course, in the MCU, you have films like Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, and Captain Marvel that all make this 2011 film feel rather grounded in retrospect. Patrick Doyle's musical score is one of the better MCU scores, I think. It has a lot of fantastical elements to it with a very heartwarming theme. Shame he didn't return to score the sequels, as these themes could have followed Thor and Loki into the sequels. Speaking of Thor and Loki, they are the two stars of the film, to be honest. Being practically unknown actors before this, Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston really brought these characters to life well. Hemsworth was a comedy action star in the making, and Hiddleston was a dramatic star in the making. Glad both of them made it big after this movie. I mean, their careers are soaring now, aren't they? I mean,
Absolutely, and as well, it's one of those films that I saw it on telly just in passing, which is on, and it was one of those. It didn't feel like it was that good, that deep of a movie
yeah.
until watching it again.
Yeah,
That
no.
makes sense.
Yeah, it might
For me-
need another watch for you, yeah.
For me, it did. Yeah, I'm a bit
Sure.
slow, as you know.
Sure, this film is far from perfect, as Kat Dennings is pretty unfunny, some of the CGI is a tad undercooked, and a plot thread here and there is a tad on the lazy side, like Odin just going into the convenient Odin sleep, which writes him out of the second act of the film, but I'll let them slide, as this was by far the best MCU Phase 1 film before the Avengers blew all of our minds in 2012. You've heard me talk about the Avengers so many times, and it really is the true sequel to this film, really.
I hear you talk about all these films collectively, and they just mould into one.
Well, Avengers 1, which I referenced there, is easily my favourite in the MCU films, so it's really good. So to close, Thor is just great fun, and I really appreciate it. It really planted a foundation for where these characters can go, considering the two actors mentioned above are still playing these characters 10 years on. That's half the praise, but the other half is that they still portray them so well. I miss this era of the MCU so much, as 2008 to 2012 was an era of build-up to a crossover film that none of us could have predicted could turn out so well. Nowadays, Disney owns the MCU, so the movies tend to be more over budget, overly produced and pandering, whereas in the era when this film came out, Paramount funded these films, but basically let the Marvel Studios team do their thing through trial and error. I miss that sense of independence in these kind of movies, Dan. And
I miss that in a lot of movies, though.
But on that note, I'm going to give this film 3.5 stars out of 5.
Funny, I've got the exact same rating for this film.
Yeah? Oh,
I've got exactly
good.
the same rating for
That's
this film.
good.
Very rare that we agree on that one. Steve,
good.
your rating?
3 stars out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit
Yeah.
more brutal. He has to be different.
No. I accept that. It's far from a perfect film, but there's quite a few things in it that I just personally liked. So
I liked it. I saw it very, very similar to like a scientific discovery kind of movie.
yeah.
Because he's all of a sudden interesting. He smashes his glass and goes another.
Yeah.
I like that.
Things
I
like that
that
became well known in the pop culture genre, and this film just paved the way for more of that. can't really, argue with that. So yeah,
So
all right film.
so just this June, due to a holiday I'm taking, we're a week short. What have you got planned in here?
Well, I was mainly going to focus on Marvel and DC aspect films, Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, even the big ones, the big ones. So we'll just see where it leads us, Dan. Who knows?
July, hopefully. And what's in July? Oh, that's better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Do you remember what it is?
Junk July?
No.
Jolly July?
Jolly. We are jolly
Happy
July
movies.
this year. Happy movies. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah. We just got to coast through June, that's all.
Oh, yes. And there's lots I wish to discuss with you as well in what's coming up in cinema as well.
Great.
In particular, a certain fifth
Yes.
film. Yeah, you know what I'm
We will get to that, definitely.
You know where I'm going with this. Anyway, for you at home watching this on YouTube, which is the world's best video sharing website in the whole wide world.
Yep.
I've buttered them up now. They're going to love me forever.
No.
You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can do all that good stuff. And, of course, it's all available, whenever you're here on a Tuesday night here on YouTube, of course. Tommy and his reviews are all over on Letterboxd. His name is below his ugly face right now. Ding. Mine is below my really ugly face too at Damn Radio. Thank you, Tommy, for another great review, of course.
No worries.
We are now in June, and I can't believe we're in June already.
Yes, I know. Yeah, this year is just flying by.
I've barely taken my Christmas decorations down. Just look down there.
Yeah, you're right at all.
Some
Yeah.
tinsel, isn't there? But anyway, you have a great rest of your week, Tommy, and of course...
You too, Dan. I'll see you next week, and take care, everybody.
You
Take
guys
care.
watching at home, thank you very much. And Steve, please don't come back.
Okay, Daniel.
Right, catch you later!
Bye-bye.